NYC, baby. The stars are out. What's up with the start?
3, 2, 1. I think you is my brother. Here we go. Frankie, you better be good. Why you keep pushing over the table? I'm trying to shit over here pushing. That's my what I'll do.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. You look at Minnesota. Right now, they've compiled the third best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies. They have a lot of ground to make up. And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, he plays with a lot of pride, and we've seen that all season. But as much as...
But BD sounds like I'm your baby daddy. You gotta put another D on that being the Don. Maybe just put being the Don.
Individual goals matter. He's got to keep in mind that the best way to show his worth is to help the team win. And no point in accumulating individual accolades if your team hasn't had success. Winning still needs to be the #1 priority.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Then it's MP, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Minot in at the 4 spot. I'm now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Thanks, Gavin. We are deep into the season, and MP is in the thick of the Rookie of the Year race. I asked him if he felt any pressure, and he said, "No way, I'm just here to win. Individual awards are just the icing on the cake." He may be young, but he's already focused on the right things. Guys?
Stuff, DA. Great stuff, in fact. Gotta love that team-first mindset of MP. Memphis shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
He's off on the first. And we are honored, truly honored, to be here on Martin Luther King Day, a special day, Greg, on the NBA calendar.
It is. Traditionally, the games in Memphis and Atlanta, a chance to reflect and celebrate Dr. King. It's one of the best days of the season by far.
MP, no good. Memphis with the ball.
Gave it to the dirt. Yeah, let me put the dirt.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Back to Edwards. And he lays it straight in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Morant. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Yes, that goes in.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one fall.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. A three from MP. Sinks the three-pointer.
The floor spacing ability on the on display by MP right there.
Memphis leading. Outside Jackson. Here's Morant. True on the 14-footer. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
MP against Morant. MP dishes to Gobert. Back to MP. And another three for Minnesota.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Outside, Bain. Some nice passing there by Memphis. A shot by Wells, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That gives them the lead.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Morant outside. Pass to Wells. Outside, Bain. Jackson down low. Still without a basket. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Minot. MP outside. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to Bain. Wells wide open. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
MP kicks to McDaniels. Back to MP. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Buries it from three-point range. Edwards got 7.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Morant outside. To stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. 12 points for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain.
The previous play is under review.
You know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
Yeah, and even if they don't show it, I know the ref.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Minnesota on top. For Memphis. Wells, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. MP against Morant. The second effort. They shoot again. Einad pulls it in. Minnesota in the lead on the court for Minnesota. Clark is out there with McDaniels. Then it's MP. And it's Minot in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they fell to the Wolves.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I'll tell you, overtime games usually are special, and this one qualified for that. But both teams absolutely gassed at the end.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Cavaliers played phenomenal basketball. He scored 22 points and a couple of boards as well. Really displaying incredible hustle during this run. Guys. Can't keep up with it. Kevin?
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Bain kicks to Morant. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Edey's checked in for Clark. And it's Jaren Jackson in for Santi Aldama. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Edwards has come in for Clark. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Lets it go from 11. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on MP.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
And he can't get the first one.
Already an MVP caliber talent, Morant is all about continuing to get better, as well as competing for titles. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
MP with it, now guarded by Wells. And there's the bucket from MP. MP's got it all tied up now for Minnesota. Morant with a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer. Morant's got 16.
Unbelievable athleticism. Morant's stop and start is elite.
Edwards no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
What a job they did from three-point land. I don't know.
Thank you for being with us.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3 side. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got the first bucket of the third here for Minnesota. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Memphis trailing here. Morant left side. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. McDaniels.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And how about a look now at the first-year block leaders in the NBA. Here are the top rookie intimidators. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Santi Aldama comes in for Wells. Kennard, he's checked in for Bane. And Pippen subbed in for Ja Morant. MP's shot is good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. It's Pippen on the wing. Over MP. And Pippen with the basket. The assist by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Dillingham. He's out there with MP. And it's McDaniels at the 4. The drive by Payne. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And both free throws good for MP.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Pippen against MP. Clark. And rejection by McDaniels. Here's Shannon. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Boy, you love to see the unselfishness of MP at this early stage. Pretty pass.
Pass to Wells. Pippen with the wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And here's MP for three. Good on the triple. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Up top, Pippen. Covered by MP. His three-pointers off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Down low. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Minot. Finished off the break. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. Rudy Gobert is checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Dillingham. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch what the Grizzlies coach was talking about with his team. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the positive. He said, if we continue to get to the foul line, good things are going to happen, but we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll take the heat off him.
Okay, David, thanks. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Morant. MP, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside, Bain. Pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Edwards finds Gobert. Now, here's MP. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So it's the Timberwolves now. A 2-point game. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wells in the corner. To Bain. Morant outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And it goes down 2 points.
MP showing you early he can handle the pressure, folks.
Here's Morant. Up and in on the way. Morant's got 12 points in just the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time. The moment not too big for the youngster. MP, big bucket.
Here's Morant. Doesn't go for it. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Here's Morant. That one wide left. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
The kick out to Bain. And again, Memphis no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your...
Oh!
My goodness.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And here's MP for three. It's good from long range. 3 points. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A solid win on the road for them.
Hey, yo, bad play.
Good job, MP. I see. I gotta get up early tomorrow to wait in line for some barbecue. No overtime tonight, okay?
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
It's all happening in Dallas, Texas, at the American Airlines Center. The Timberwolves taking on the Mavericks. For Minnesota, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it all back together and get things on track with a win. Mavs, T-Wolves, tip-off, coming up next.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good, young, we all grow old.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you and Coach, about halfway through the season now, players starting to feel the wear and tear, it would seem.
Yeah, but Brian, I think it's even more mental than physical. It's the preparing for games every night, competing against the best players in the world. It takes a toll on everybody, players, coaches. You've just got to bring great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then it's MP, then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Minot in at the power forward position. Marshall passes to Davis. Now Lively. Pass to Thompson from behind the arc. Minot pulls it in. MP against Irving. Shot is good, off the back rim and in.
Yeah, and unlike a lot of other young players, MP has shown he's comfortable working in the mid-range.
Irving against MP. Ooh, nice move as he stepped back and cast it up.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
Edwards finds MP. Shoots from 12. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. And Dallas with possession. Their last meeting was in this building. They were able to come out on top.
They flat out dominated the last time these teams squared off, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
MP outside. Pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And here's Edwards. Over Thompson. Shot is good by Edwards.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Here's Marshall. Back to Irving. To the middle. Lively passes to Marshall. Fires in the triple.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
Pass to Minot. Outside Edwards. MP with it. The 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Edwards against Irving. Here's Marshall. Fires the 3. Edwards pulls it in. To the paint. Here's Minot. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. Mavericks trail by 3. On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. They've got MP. He's out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Minot in at the 5, roaming the paint. Dinwiddie. No good with a layup. The Timberwolves shooting at around 60% in this one. Very efficient. And the basket by MP.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Pass to Washington. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Here's Minot. He's guarded by Gafford. From deep, MP. Oh, MP showing the big range.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Irving against MP. Irving looking around. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
MP finds Ingles. Kicks it out to MP. Puts up a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Mavericks trail by 9. Washington with the ball. He played a great game against Charlotte. Here's Irving. Can't get it to drop. Excellent D there from Ingles.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
MP outside. He shoots. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Irving. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He had 25 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. And for him, it was kind of business as usual. With the way he's been playing for the last few games, we'll see if he can do it again. Guys?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Pass to McDaniels. MP outside. There's the three. And MP answers with a three.
Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 11-point game. Closing it on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The three from Thompson. And Dallas hits again from deep.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Minnesota's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Down low and stolen by Clark. And now the T-Wolves on the break. McDaniels can't hit. Mavericks trail by 8.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls?
And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Timberwolves.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. Thanks for tuning in.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Anthony Davis is out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's Derek Lively. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Now here's MP. Launches it. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Thompson outside. Pass to Davis. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. Minot, good. Minot's got 5.
And he's looking to get on a roll here to start the second half.
Well, that's how to start the second half strong. Going right at the rim and building some positive momentum.
The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
MP finds Edwards. Now here's MP. He's guarded by Irving. MP right through him.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Mavericks trail by 9. And we've got word on some action happening in the Eastern Conference. Shams, what's the latest?
Thank you, B.A. With anticipation leading up to the trade deadline, the Hornets front office has not been idle. They've made an aggressive move to bring in Mitchell Robinson. He can protect the rim and he can get out on shooters. He just has so much energy on that side of the floor. It changes what you can do defensively, and that by itself can make all the difference.
Always something going on, and we appreciate the update, Shams. Thanks.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Edwards, a pass to MP. And here's McDaniels. Let's go with a 3. Drills it from deep. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the 3, that really helps their spacing.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Washington's checked in for Dallas. The Timberwolves also with a sub. DiVincenzo's checked in. Washington outside. Davis from long range. AD stretching the floor.
Nice work from AD. He finds his comfort zone behind the three-point line.
McDaniels passes to MP. Shot on the wing. Washington grabs the miss.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. Davis drawing the double team for 3. Irving, no good.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
A developing part of McDaniel's game that could elevate him to the next level.
Thompson outside. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The triple hits for Edwards.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
Now here's Lively. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Here's Irving. Banked it in off the glass. Irving's got 11.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the... Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots, and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. PA?
As always, Allie, we thank you.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then it's MP. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Minot in at the 4.
So far, rebounding has been a big factor tonight.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian. I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Here's Irving. Converts on the jumper. An easy 2. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
the handles Irving has remain absolutely filthy. I mean, he just carves up defenses like it's nothing.
Picked it out of midair. Here's Marshall, guarded by Edwards. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Down by 12. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. Getting it done inside, MP.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Irving. Rebound, Minnesota. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Graham?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Just 2 to shoot. Here's Edwards. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Timberwolves.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Minnesota with the ball. On the wing, MP. He's guarded by Irving. MP shot is good. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident.
Solid effort tonight on both ends. They don't even know what's coming for them.
Like those kicks, MP. These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously. Hey, MP.
Yo, I was thinking we hit that Korean barbecue spot after the game.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's open,
legit, man.
It's open late, too. Hey, what's up? Everything good?
I'm guessing by the look on your face, you know what I'm here to talk about.
Somebody gonna fill me in?
Show him.
Oh, I know he didn't say that. About you, he about to unleash the dragon on that boy, I'm telling you.
Before we go unleashing any dragons, I would like you to seriously consider the impact your words will have on your teammates and the organization.
No. You just think about how your teammates are going to love it when you call this dude out and you back it up.
You are an amazing player, clearly, MP. But some things don't work out that way.
They do if you're MP, okay? All due respect, Donna, my client right here knows how to compete.
Hey, just let her talk for a second, Patrick.
Okay, floor is yours.
Responding to something like this will put a target on your back. You are familiar with the concept of bulletin board material?
Of course.
Trash talk is fun. I get that. But when you make it public, it can fire up the other team. And it can anger your teammates if you can't back it up. You're a tremendous player, MP, but this is the NBA. Everyone is extremely talented, and some things don't work out the way you want them to.
Look. On the other hand, if you put that bozo in his place after calling your shot, that's something all teammates will love. Okay, look, I may not be in the NBA, but I understand the psychology of sports, okay?
And that's also true.
Thank you. So what are you gonna do, man?
Don't worry about it. I got this. I got it.
know I had to say something to him. Yeah,
man, standing on business.
You already know, yes, sir.
Not what I would have done, but you are your own person. I just hope for everyone's sake.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose. Welcome, sports fan. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Hawks, the season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now.
And, you know, right now for Atlanta, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Portis is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's MP in at the point. And with the season in its stretch run, MP's been out to prove that his name should be on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, he plays with a lot of pride, and we've seen that all season. But as much as individual goals matter, he's got to keep in mind that the best way to show his worth is to help the team win. And no point in accumulating individual accolades if your team hasn't had success. Winning still needs to be the #1 priority.
Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. what are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
Johnson against MP. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. A floater. Gobert with the defensive effort. MP left side. Count that bucket. MP's got his second bucket.
You know, MP's starting to look good there from the mid-range.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And stolen by MP. Drops in the breakaway layup. MP's got 6. The Hawks trail by 4. And here's Young. Last game we saw him score 13. Here he goes. And that one drops.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. A 3 from MP. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his. Five shots tonight.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 or 5.
Johnson outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 5. The drive by MP. And it's Daniels with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And Okongwu slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now, here's MP. 9 points in the game so far.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. And the rejection by MP. Picked off in midair. To the paint. And rebounded by McDaniels. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's MP. No dice from the high post.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here is Young. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. Edwards looking it over. Shoots over Rizichet, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Lineup here for the Timberwolves. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Nance. Jalen Johnson comes in for George Niang. Dyson Daniels checked in for Mann. And Trae Young subbed in for LeVert. McDaniels against Johnson. Pass to Rizachet. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young with no one around. The Hawks again can't hit.
I'll tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
The forwards are Edwards and McDaniel. Then it's MP. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Shannon in at the 2-guard. So that's the Timberwolves 5. MP's shot is good.
MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
Pass to Rizachet. On the wing, Johnson. McDaniels defending. Daniels with it. 8 points his last outing. Shot clock at 5. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. Timberwolves leading by 13. Outside Edwards. Pass to MP. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Young looking around. Fires the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Young's got 11 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be right back after this.
Man, we've talked about it so much. Hard to believe we're almost an all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new face. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Timberwolves.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest. Can't ask for more than that.
Wash, rinse, repeat. You guys wouldn't understand that because it involves shampooing. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
On the court for Atlanta, the front court is Rizachet and Johnson. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the center. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last game against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He finished with 19 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. And he was tremendous again. He is playing as well as anybody in the league. He is a must-watch. And we're on the call tonight, guys.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Here is Daniels. Edwards defending. Pass to Rizachet. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Reza Shea has got 7 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Back to Edwards. Now, here's MP. Takes the 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Young inside. MP's there. Minnesota leading by 14. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Reza Shea. Gobert the screen. Another miss by MP.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball, but I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping to draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
From past the arc. And it's Reza Shea missing. To the inside. They need this one. And that one's good by Clark. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
The Timber. We got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The Hawks trail by 12. They've got MP. Rudy Gobert is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Shannon in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Nance kicks to Robinson. It's hauled in by Shannon. Minnesota with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. And there's the bucket from MP.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
LeVert with it. Picked up by Edwards. Outside for Robinson. 3-pointer. And the call will be against Karis LeVert. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Timberwolves leading by 15. MP deciding where to go with it. With the shot. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's LeVert. Count that one.
And LeVert knows exactly where to go in transition. Incredibly quick in the open floor.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. It's MP attacking. It's good. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Robinson.
And Karis LeVert is a very willing passer, somebody who's always looking to set up his teammates, actually focuses on doing that.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Portis, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. Now, Coach really laid into them. He said, we're too loose with it. Tighten it up. These turnovers are going to cost us if we keep giving the ball away. We're better than this. Guys?
Thanks, David. Young's shot is off.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Johnson outside. The Hawks again can't hit. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 16-point game. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's MP for three. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 29.
Hey, everybody's got a three-shot now. MP's is looking really nice.
Now, here is Young. To halt the run, the fadeaway. A wide open look here for Okongwu. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's MP, and he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 10 points in the quarter.
Young fella does not let the contact distract or bother him. Business-like finish from MP.
Here's Rieseshay. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Minnesota.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And guys, because they play in different conferences, this is the last time these two will face off. It has to feel good getting a clean sweep here, finishing the season series 2-0 against the Hawks.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Outside Portis. Edwards, the bounce pass. MP passes to Portis. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Edwards dishes to MP. For 3. And there's Edwards on the assist by MP.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's Young. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of the crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
Good game, MP. Great win tonight, MP.
Yeah, MP.
Shout out my dog MP, man, giving the people what they want, man. Talking a little crazy, giving a little hot sauce, and still talking trash at the same time. I salute you. Shout out my dog MP, man, giving the people what they want, man. Talking a little crazy, giving a little hot sauce, and still talking trash at the same time. I salute you.
Another day, another win. Good work. No excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
Good, MP? Fans live for games like this one.
Oh, we've got quite the matchup in store tonight, Doris. Two conference rivals set to clash once again.
NBA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
And we talked about it for a few games now, but MP has been on a mission as of late to ensure he's taken home that Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, they say to set realistic goals, and I'd say that goal is very realistic with the way he's played to this point. He is having a phenomenal rookie season.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Bobby Portis out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's MP in at the point. It's hauled in by Collier. Clarkson finds Sexton. Here's Collier, covered by MP. Clarkson for 3. Minnesota with a rebound.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Sexton against Edwards. Kicks it out to MP. Three-pointer. Minnesota again missing. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, BA. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Now here's MP. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Back to Edwards. MP looking around. From the high post, he hits the back iron and sinks it.
You have to be willing to take the mid-range, folks. It makes your game that much more dynamic. MP showing you he's got that.
Pass to Kessler. Inside. Here's Collier. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. So tough.
Now Sexton. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The shot no good. MP outside. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. The 3. Utah grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns played really well. He picked up 29 points, and his range was on full display. We should have expected a game like that, given his impressive form of late. We'll see if he keeps going tonight. Brian?
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and...
on the court.
We've got Filipowski, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. That's the group for Utah right now. Portis the screen. Down low. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Here's George. No good off the back of the rim. The Timberwolves lead by 6. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
George with it. Give him 8. No coverage that time.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Pass to Portis. It's picked off. And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Hey, Brian. With the looming trade deadline coming up, it's the Memphis Grizzlies in transaction news. They know future Hall of Famer Chris Paul has bounced around a little bit in his later years, but he has the skill set this team was looking for. His ability to run the offense, elevate a team's basketball IQ is something they desperately wanted. I'm told it might be a short-term rental, but CP3 should provide a big boost.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. You know, from day one in the NBA, Keontae George had the ability to create his own shot like few others, Doris.
There are certain guys that are electric with their athleticism and the live body they bring to the game. Keontae George knows how to score, and as he develops as a playmaker, look out.
Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Colin Sexton comes in for Juzang.
Boy, this guy has not been in the league long, but MP has such a tremendous knack of getting to the line.
Both good from the line that time. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
Outside Edwards. Portis the screen. Here's MP. It's tipped. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Portis. George outside. Outside Sexton. Kessler a screen. Launches a 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the basket by MP.
And, you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Jazz trail by 8. Here's George. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
With that shot in his bag, George doesn't have to get all the way to the rim.
Gobert with a screen on George. A good look from MP, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. MP's got 6 points in the quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Utah calls and so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Utah ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready. ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about this shot. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings. But these can be trap games as well. And that goes to your leadership, man. Good leaders keep you from playing down to your opponent.
And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game went.
Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You got to like what Keontae George has done in this one.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So for Minnesota right now, Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's MP in at the point guard position. The Timberwolves trail. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Well, being able to finish through contact, essential for MP. No one going to make it easy on the interior.
Pass to Collier. Tries a 10-footer. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's MP. Back to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. MP outside. Now here's Portis. Just 4 to shoot. MP, the pass to Edwards. Perfection with the jumper from the elbow. Edwards has got 8.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Into the lane. 2 points. That one goes.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to MP. Edwards, the pass to MP. To the inside. Sexton against Edwards. Sexton looking around. Pass to Kessler. Outside Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Edwards. Releases from 15. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
For 3, Collier, and the 3-pointer goes. Collier's got 5 points now this quarter.
Listen, even average 3-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
B.A., there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
Clarkson for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
MP outside. The rebound by Filipowski.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
With the step back, George. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Keontae George proved to be comfortable from the outset in the league. This guy is relentless offensively.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Alexander Walker, the pass to MP. MP making the long-range connection. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow.
MP against Clarkson to the paint. Kicks it to George. From downtown, Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's MP. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
When you see a young player with a level of physicality, MP doing work on the inside.
So both teams making some changes here. He hits the second from the line. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Now George. He's got 15 to the middle. Here's Hendricks, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
Here's MP. Utah grabs the miss. Following this game, they host the Magic. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. To the wing, right side. Juzang, no good. MP outside. Down low, MP drops it in. And so it's MP making things happen for Minnesota. 8 points in the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a...
Change here for Utah. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. MP comes in for Mike Conley. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the Jazz coach address his team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Allie, thank you. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Collier is out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Filipowski. And it's Kessler in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Portis the screen. And here's MP from outside. That shot, no good. Jazz trail by 8. Clarkson passes to Sexton. No good. Oh, good D by Edwards. Here's MP. Nails the 16-footer. MP's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Clarkson. And a missed layup.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
MP no good. For the Jazz, this one not looking good. Clarkson outside. McDaniels with some nice D.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Timberwolves.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance.
Way to bring home that W.
Okay, most of the season has come and gone. We've seen all we've needed to see. Can we just give MP his Rookie of the Year already while he's still young?
Look out there, MP.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
So at times, sitting on the bench. Here's the five for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Amen Thompson. Miller is out there with George. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Holmgren in at the four-man position.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Here's Castle. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. MP outside. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Wembanyama. It's 2-on-1. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Good work that time by Miller, embracing the physicality.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Weekend. And I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game. And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Thompson inside. Out to Miller.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
Reza Shea with it. He's covered by Thompson. The three from MP. Miller grabs the miss. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. for so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Klingon. Kept alive. Thompson passes to George. George sets a screen for Holmgren. No good on the triple.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Now here is Miller. And Thompson kicks to George. Thompson outside. Holmgren sets the screen for Miller. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Filipowski. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And, he's kind of come out of the blue this season. Nobody expected to see him playing at such a high level.
Almost as though his game developed overnight. I mean, he might have been flying under the radar coming into the season, but that's no longer the case.
And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. And the dunk by MP.
Big time hustle from MP on the break that time. That's what you need from your young fellows.
MP against George. Wembanyama looking it over. Fades and shoots. Count that one.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Back to MP. Cans it from downtown. MP's got 10 points. Now Holmgren. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Making some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Derek Lively. And it's Chet Holmgren in for Thompson. And here are the sophomores. They're on an 18-7 run. Collier out there with MP. Then there's Rizachet. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Filipowski in at the center. That's who's in the game for the rookies.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
This one for three. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got the lead up to 9 now for the sophomores. MP outside. Another miss by MP. Guys, a chance to add to their lead.
If they get into double digits, that would make it a huge hill to climb.
Here's Wembanyama. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Pass to Holmgren. Clock at 6. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. On the wing, MP. He's defended by Pajemski. The three from MP. MP drills the three.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Wembanyama high post. And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for the rookies. Klingon comes in for Buzella. And Castle is subbed in for Collier. Then for the sophomores, Miller comes in for Koulibaly. And it's Keontae George in for Brandon Pajemski.
You know, I know his NBA career is just starting out, but he has been logging some veteran minutes in the regular season.
Well, in his short time in the league, Greg, he's earned the full confidence of the coaching staff. They're not afraid to use him in any situation.
George with the ball. He has 6. And it's Miller with the jam.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Sophomores lead by 7. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Thompson is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Brandon Miller. Then it's George, and it's Wembanyama in at the center position. Here's George, following the basket by MP. George finds Miller. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Then one on Castle.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
And he's good on the second. The rookies now. Klingon the screen for MP. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Wembanyama. George passes to Holmgren. Clock at 4. Here's Wembanyama. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
They get it again. Klingon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Holmgren.
And simply put, Jonathan Klingon is a winner. 2 national titles in 2 college seasons. He can really affect a game at that size.
He's off on the second. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. To the middle. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
A 3 from MP. Drains it from beyond the arc. MP's got 26.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Pass to Holmgren. Floats it up for Wembanyama up in the rafters.
Now, the perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
MP outside. From the arc. Here's Castle. MP looking around. Offline with his three. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And it's George missing. Rookies with the ball. It's a 5-point game. There's the screen. The three from MP. Traps in the tray. MP's got 11 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And here's Thompson. Still yet to score.
2 minutes.
Miller outside. The three. And he's good on the three ball.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
To the inside. Here's Ware. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Ware's got his first points of the game.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Thompson dishes to Holmgren. Pass to Kamare. There's Miller with the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Miller's got 11 points.
And great play by the young guy. Miller doesn't let the clock disrupt his motion.
To the left side wing. Back to MP. Takes a three. MP clapping right back.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Thompson against MP. Holmgren the screen. Miller outside. That shot no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. The three from MP. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got the game tied up here for the rookies.
Wow. What can you say?
MP against Thompson. Ball stolen. MP outside. For the lead. Ooh, offline. And so after 3 quarters of play and some great offensive output, this one is tied. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Welcome back. The 5. That's the rookie's 5. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Back to MP. Out to the wing. Down low. Here's Castle. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Castle's got the lead up to 7 now for the rookies. Wembanyama outside. Pass to George. Here's Holmgren. Tries again. That one falls.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
MP outside. Pass to Filipowski. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And it's George missing. And it's rookie's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And here's MP for 3. And it's the sophomores with the rebound. Here's George. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Here's MP. And an intentional foul right there.
George. First personal foul. 5th team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Taking 2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also. And the sophomores with possession inside. Holmgren can't hit.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Here's Wembanyama. It's blocked.
And with every swat, Clingan is earning a reputation as a shot blocker.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Timeout called, the sophomores. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And so they foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
And so the rookies take the win.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see you again next time.